Welcome to RTE's Women's International Soccer Extra. Ireland have just lost to Wales in Tala, and I'm delighted to be joined by Ruesha Littlejohn. Ruesha, it was a difficult night out there for everybody, really. How do you reflect on it?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say the best team won on the night. I don't think we created many chances. I've cleared one off the line. Great header by Caitlin Amber, and it had a great effort, but it was a great save by the keeper. And then I don't think we really created many chances, so disappointing, but a great learning curve.
Eileen spoke after the game and she just mentioned that it didn't really matter about the formation. It was just the fundamentals, the basics that let you down. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. Look, we're happy to try set a new formation. I think it's part of our growth and we're going to need to play these games and sort of develop. So it's disappointing, but I think there's like a lot of promising signs. The young girls coming through, I've already planned that I'll be going to a World Cup. We've planned it's in Brazil and I'll be going to Rio to support the girls. There's a good crop of players coming through, so it's really exciting to see. But a lot of learning curves out there. But look, you have to play in these games to learn and get better, so it's good for the team.
We've spoken quite a lot in the build-up to this game, to the Italy game, about how you need to be adaptable now and there needs to be an evolution. But is it difficult to do that when you've played a certain way for quite a long time?
Yeah, of course. Like, we know where our strengths are defending and being hard to break down. But we need to develop, we need to get better. And if we want to keep qualifying for tournaments, we need to progress. We need to be better at playing football, keeping the ball, moving the ball. And I think that's the next stage of our development. I mean, we spoke about this for a while, Karen, you know yourself. So it's definitely something that we need to get better at. But I think a lot of the girls now, they're overseas playing, they're playing at a better level. And we just need to keep pushing and keep getting better.
Yeah, we look like we struggled to establish primary possession today in Wales. We're popping it around. You were trying to initiate the press and it didn't feel like the midfield were coming with you at times. Did you speak about the press or was it just the new personnel and the shape that it didn't seem to click today?
Yeah, during the game we kind of tried to change it. So originally I was supposed to press and obviously I was playing in the left pocket at first and then I had to kind of press to the right side, so we had to then kind of push Jessie up to help me in the press and then I would stay in the left pocket. But it took us a little while to figure that out. Obviously, you know yourself, in the game it's hectic and you're trying to pass on information, you're trying to problem solve in the moment, so it's quite difficult. But again, it's good for me. I'm supposed to be an experienced player, so you're trying to talk and communicate with the younger ones, but like, something we'll work on and we'll get better at.
It can be hard to do that from the advanced position though, and obviously Niamh Fahey wasn't there at the back. We lost her late, and Denise usually brings that energy and that instruction as well. Did you feel like that was a big loss for you today?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously we've seen Niamh last game, she was quality. Do you know what I mean? She's just so much experience, and then having Denise out, she's energy. You know, she's like in the press. She's so good at just setting the press, and you know, she sort of brings that tempo to the game. But look, even like the likes of Jess Stapleton, she's been playing centre back for clubs, so now she's came into midfield. So it's great for her, great experience to see what it's like playing international football at that level. I've been playing a bit deeper at club too, so even me getting back into that higher position and just, you know, trying to figure out the game in the moment. But look, I think we're disappointed with the result, but look, we go again and yeah, we keep going.
And for you, Ruesha, you mentioned there you're supposed to be one of the more experienced players. You are one of the most experienced players. How do you find having to play that role on the pitch with so many younger players coming in now?
Yeah, actually just in the huddle earlier on, you kind of noticed, I was like, Jesus, I'm ancient here. There's a lot of young faces, but look, it's good. Like I said, there's so much quality coming through, and it's something that I have to work on, being a leader and passing on information to the younger players, and hopefully they learn and then they'll be able to talk to each other, and that's the way it is. Me, Karen played in midfield, we've been biting each other's heads off. So
yeah, well, I felt that way 5 years ago when I retired, so I can imagine.
The draw's coming up next week, the 5th of March. So you had a really good performance against Italy. Today didn't go the way you wanted it to. In a way, is it almost a good time to have a performance like that before you're heading into the qualifiers?
Yeah, of course. Look at the Nations League. It was kind of, I don't think any of us expected it to go so well. So it's good it's not good to get a defeat, but at the same time, it's good to go through it, and then we have to work even harder and get back to the training pitch. You know, international football, there's not a lot of time together. So we maybe don't get to do as much as you'd like, but that's international football. We go again. But yeah, it's a tough loss, but it's not the end of the world.
I think we obviously spoke about how we're usually so good at defending, but now we're trying to improve our attacking sense of play. Do you think that because it broke down so much with us trying to play and trying to find those combinations that we kind of suffered a little bit defensively today?
Yeah, a little bit. I think we were a bit maybe caught in transition a few times. I think though some of the passes and the possession we gave away was very cheap. It was very fast out there on the grass. The ball was moving really quick, and I think we were all a bit flat-footed at first, and kind of a bit like, it took us a wee bit to get into the game, but I think even one of the goals was maybe from a set piece, and that's not like us. They got a block on one of our players, I think, and look, they're a big team, they're aggressive, and they got a good block on us. So for us, it's really disappointing. But again, it's a great learning curve, especially for so many young ones coming in and going, oh, international football, it's aggressive. You need to be ready for all these kind of things. So look, a good learning curve again.
Did you feel there was a big increase in the tempo, we'll say, coming off the Nations League and everything going really, really well? The Italy game went well, but just it seemed to start at quite a pace out there tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was to do with the surface being so wet and the ball was moving very quick. I think we made it hard on ourselves again just by being cheap in possession, and then we're so expansive, and we're trying to get in and get around the ball, and we caused our own problems, I think it's safe to say. So it's probably from us that we made it difficult for ourselves.
So Eileen now has the job on a permanent basis. Your staff has been confirmed. Does it feel like everything is settled now?
Yeah, definitely. I think coming in, and it's such a change, but we've sort of created a high performance environment. Eileen's great at delegating. She's got a strong staff around her, so it's really good. We're constantly learning. There's new guys come into the coaching staff, so they're well experienced. They pass on a lot of good information. And we've got like Evie and we've got the psych and all that, so we've got access to everything we need. So look, it's the way it should be, and we're only going to get better from this.
Yeah, well, it feels like onwards and upwards. Ruesha, thank you so much for coming in this evening. I know it's not easy when things don't go to plan, but we really appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.